Most agents think they have an income problem, but what they actually have is a budget you've actually never seen. And suddenly that commission that looked really big on paper, it doesn't feel big enough anymore. Most agents think they have an income problem, but what they actually have is a budget you've actually never seen. And it's quite draining on your real estate income every single month. So by the end of this episode, I want to make sure that you will be able to map out exactly where your commission is going, identify the hidden money leaks inside your business, and build a simple structure so your income stops disappearing before your closings start to increase. So new agents often believe, if I can just close another deal, I'm finally going to feel financially stable. I'm going to put some money away in savings. And on paper, y'all, it makes sense. Every January, like, this is good. Yeah, if I do this many deals, I should be good. And you start closing deals and your commissions checks start hitting your account. And guess what? The next sequence happens almost immediately. Because what comes out of those checks? Your broker splits, your marketing fees, your software subscription, your MLS dues, transaction coordination, lead fees, and taxes. But don't forget, you also got to pay for your life after that. So your personal bills are legitimately waiting for the rest of that money to go out before they can get paid. And suddenly that commission that looked really big on paper, it doesn't feel big enough anymore. And by the end of the month, your stress is through the roof. So this creates a cycle most new agents experience. You work hard, but you never feel like you're financially ahead. And money comes in waves, y'all, and y'all know that. And the pressure never disappears. Sorry to break it to you, but in 20 years, it's not gotten easier. And the worst part of it all, income seems to vanish without you fully understanding where you went. It's literally like you reach into your pocket and you're like, I just had money here. Is there a hole in my pocket? Like legitimately, what is happening with it? The truth is, it's not because you're careless with money. It's because almost nobody has taught financial operating in the real estate business. Take a minute and think through that. All the training you did, all the onboarding, if you did any, all the MLS classes, realtor classes, did anybody teach you how to do a real estate budget, pay on a, commission-based budget? Probably not, because what they're doing is they've trained you on lead gen, probably scripts, marketing, but very rarely on how the structure of money comes in and what to do with it. So you're probably operating a business without a clear financial structure, and you're not alone. And at first glance, it probably looks like a closing problem. Me close more deals, me get more money, right? But in many cases, it's actually a structure problem. So when you run your business without a defined operating budget, every commission dollar that comes in already has an invisible job assigned to it. And when you can't see those jobs clearly, the money disappears faster than you expect. So most agents aren't broke because they don't earn money. They're broke because they've never clearly calculated what it actually costs you to operate your business each and every month. So don't worry, I've got some good news in this video. And the good news is your problem's not going to be solved by working harder. It's going to be solved by creating a simple structure that makes your numbers totally visible. And once that silent budget becomes visible, y'all, something powerful is going to happen. You're going to start making decisions on spending that are clearer. Your marketing decisions, they're going to be smarter, and your income stops feeling unpredictable. So let's make your real estate agent monthly expense breakdown. And before you can control your money, you need to see the true cost of running your business. And guys, if you're like me, you underestimate this because expenses are always scattered. Credit card, debit card, Apple Pay, direct deposit, CH, whatever. They're all over the place. You probably don't have them in one spot. And these typically include a lot, y'all. Your fixed expenses, your MLS dues, obviously broker and franchise fees if you got like monthly desk fees and stuff like that. You got software and CRM stuff. You got website hosting if you've got that. You might be paying your own E&O. Don't forget about your variable expenses now. Marketing, lead gen, client gifts, transaction coordination, open house materials. Just so you know why those are variables, because you may have more closings or more open houses or more transactions in 1 month that can throw those numbers a little out of whack. But the real lead, guys, is usually software creep or the slow accumulation of tools. There's an old saying in real estate, if you want to sell something, call a realtor. And they're not talking about a house. They're talking about selling a ad or volunteerism stuff. Like they're going to hit you up. And it can be stuff as little as 29 CRM add-on, right? Like maybe you've got Follow Boss and you added the dialer. Maybe you've got to do another $50 marketing platform update to unlock the next level, or you're on Zapier making all these automations and that thing creeps up super fast. So you combine all these things and all of a sudden, guys, your bills just went from 400 to maybe 1,000 per month. And here's a practical step I want you to do is to make this business cost list. It's one spreadsheet. It could be a piece of paper if you're a paper person, and list every single expense in your monthly spend, right? So go through your credit card or your debit card or whatever it is. If you have QuickBooks, that'd be awesome. And make sure you're accounting for all of them and add it up. This number is going to be your true operating cost. So now that you got your business cost list, it could be one spreadsheet, it could be a piece of paper. I don't really care what you do, but add it all up. Everything that you spend that you require to operate your business, even the small ones, right? And then total it. And the good news is now you've got your true operating monthly cost. So another question I hear agents ask all the time is like, where did all my real estate income disappear and why did it go so fast? Well, the real estate income is so irregular, y'all, but your expenses obviously stay consistent. If you're doing one deal this month and 3 deals 2 months from now, it's going to be this huge roller coaster ride. But those bills you pay are going to be there every single month and they're going to chip away at your actual accounts. So many agents make the mistake of treating gross income as take-home pay. For example, let's say you close a deal and you get a $10,000 commission check, but then you got your broker split, you got your taxes, your marketing reinvestment, your operating costs. So your true take home might be closer to 3 or 4,000. A practical solution is to separate your money into 4 accounts so you can tell it where it goes, not find out where it went later, right? So there's 4 accounts I recommend. 1, an income holding account. This is where you send all your money to. This is where you give your broker so they can do the direct deposit. It's the holding tank. Then you have your business expense account. This is where you're going to put money that has your marketing, your tools, your fees, all of that stuff. The third one, it's yours, but it's not. It's your tax account. This is where you just go ahead and put that money aside. And you've seen my other videos. You know how I go through these percentages. And the last one is, hey, that's my income account. And this will give every single dollar that you earn a job before you get there. So if it's based on percentages, 25 to 35 for taxes, boom, it's in that account. The beautiful thing about this, y'all, you have 3 closings in 1 month, you use the same percentages, but now you've got 3 months set aside for taxes, right? So it doesn't matter all those ups and downs so much because if you do this every single time, this will help you get across those income gap months where you're not selling much. The next solution we need to talk about is how to create a real estate agent operating budget. And guys, I hate budgets. I think they're a 4-letter word, but when somebody explained to me, hey, it's not a restriction. Budgeting shouldn't be a bad thing. It's actually predetermining where your money's going when you make it. It clicked for me and it made so much more sense. And I stopped hating it as much, but I still don't like budgets. Here's a key number. We need to know your monthly survival number. We've talked about this in the past, but we're going to talk about it again. And we're going to go through it step by step. So we're going to add together your business expenses and your personal expenses that you should have already have done. And that's going to give you obviously your total monthly requirement. And to break this down in quick examples for everybody, you got $6,000. So let's take this as an example. Let's say you have $6,000. Well, look at your average net income per deal. If $3,000 is your net per closing, you obviously need 2 closings per month to survive to get to that $6,000. And it seems basic, but you know what it really does? It gives you clarity. It gives you choices. It gives you decisions to make on whether lead generation's working for you. And it allows you to time allocate your priorities. So once you understand what your business actually costs to run, something important is going to happen for you. You're going to stop making emotional decisions and start making strategic ones. So the next question is, are the leads you're paying for actually profitable? Because the next episode, we're going to break down the real math behind Zillow leads, pay-per-click, all of those fun things to make sure that what you are spending, you're actually getting back with an ROI. And so you got to make sure that you hit that like and subscribe button for me because the next episode we're going to be putting out, I want to go straight into your inbox and it's going to be talking about what's the breakdown on the math with Zillow and pay-per-click. And if you want more practical breakdowns like this, just make sure you keep following along because I want to make sure that y'all get to a financial situation that you have your money working for you, that you feel comfortable and you feel confident going into your next chapter of real estate.